Hi, my name's Sebastian, and today we're going to run you through two Alula modules, Sales Engine and Constellation Orchestration. By the end of this session today, you'll have a better understanding of how to place orders for satellite imagery, both archive and tasking, as a customer, as well as manage those incoming tasking and archive requests as an administrator for a satellite operator or imagery provider. So today we're going to start at the Alula dashboard and we're going to click New Order. This will take us to the Alula imagery browser. As you can see in the Alula imagery browser, we have the Alula branding and the Alula colors. One thing to note is that for satellite operators who use Sales Engine, these elements can all be white labeled across the browser and the dashboard. We can replace logos, colors, and branding. So I'm going to start off by exploring existing images. Now you're greeted with the map and the interface. You can start to draw areas of interest or define areas of interest by placing markers, bounding boxes, or complex polygons, as well as uploading your own polygons as well. And you can also search using the location search on the left. I'm going to start by using the location search on the left. I'm going to search over Brisbane, Australia. Perfect. And now I'm going to go and draw a complex polygon over the city. So now that we've got our area of interest defined, I'm going to go and see results. Now you can see here, the platform has returned a number of results. This is all Sentinel dummy data, listed as free, but satellite imagery can be priced as well. And you can see there are a number of different options available. I'm going to scroll up and I'm going to select the capture on the 23rd of June. I'm going to show it on a map. This is a low resolution thumbnail. I'm going to also click the right hand arrow here to view more options. Now you can see here in the more options, it has all of the imagery details, environmental conditions, and satellite platform details as well. I can also view all of the spectral bands from the sensor as well. And I can adjust product configuration and select a specific type of license. Right now, I'm happy with that order, so I'm going to add it to cart. Now let's say I also want to task a satellite as well. I can switch over, or I can head back and switch over to tasking here, and I can define another location. Now I'm going to search over Melbourne, Australia. Great. Now we've got the location set. I'm going to draw a bounding box over the Melbourne Central Business District. I'm going to select what sensors I want in the search, and I'm going to find opportunities. This will search for any overpass opportunities from satellite operators or satellites that are available through your Sales Engine instance from the given date. This is a predefined date, which is about a month into the future. I'm going to hit Find Opportunities now. And you can see here, there are a number of satellites available. The satellite availability will obviously depend on what satellites you, as a Sales Engine customer, have access to. Here are a number of dummy satellites. We've taken the orbital information and we've modeled these satellites in our orbital modeling engine. So I'm going to look at the first one, the multispectral satellite. You can show the bounding box on a map and you can click in for more details. You can see the capture period. You can see the estimated number of overpass opportunities to complete a capture. And you can also see the number of captures required to completely cover your area of interest. You can also see other information like the resolution, the total order area, environmental conditions, and platform details. Now here, you can also select from opportunities. You can see here the overpass opportunities, the off-nadir angle, and weather as well. So if I select the 26th of June and zoom out, you can see the overpass of the satellite, the orbital line or the ground track. And you can see that if I select the different opportunities, you get a much better idea of exactly when the satellite will orbit overhead. I'm going to select the 26th of June. You can also go into product configuration, licensing, adjust cloud cover, and adjust the priority order of the capture as well. I'm going to add this tasking request to cart. Now that I've completed my orders, I've got an archive image I'm going to receive over Brisbane, Australia, and I've got a tasking request that I'm about to schedule over Melbourne, Australia. Now I can view cart, and you can see my 2 orders here. Let's proceed to the checkout. So you can see the items again, 1 archive image, 1 tasking request. We can continue to order details. Here, I can share any incoming data sets, so any imagery from archive or the tasking request I'm about to place with a specific team. Now, it's important to note here that anyone who is invited to this team will be able to get access to the imagery you order. We're going to share imagery with the geospatial intelligence team. Let's continue to review order. I'm going to accept the licensing requirements for both satellite operators, but I can also click the link here to view and review the license terms. Let's place our order now. So the order is being processed. Now it's taken us back to the dashboard, and you can see here my order which has been placed. 1 data set and 1 tasking campaign on Thursday, June 25th, 2026. You can also see the price. If this is a paid order, you'd have a dollar amount there. You can see the status, which is pending. And I can also look at any other details as well. So that's how simple it can be to place satellite imagery orders and tasking requests through the Sales Engine platform. But what if I'm the satellite operator? How do I actually administer these requests through Sales Engine? Well, I can switch to admin mode here. And you can see here, there are a number of different options. Let's go and review the tasking requests. So you can see here, there are a number of different tasking requests coming through from different customers all around the world for locations all around the world. Here's my tasking request that I've just placed as a customer. If I click view here, you can see the campaign details. You can see the area of interest. You can see the overpass. You can also view customer details here, core details around the capture, the satellites or constellation that is going to be capturing that order. You can review customer details as a satellite operator. You can review the overpasses here as well. And then once the order has been scheduled, you can actually see the scheduled orders. You can also see incoming data sets as they arrive into Sales Engine and a number of other items here too. Now, let's go and look at some of the core features for Constellation orchestration. If I move to capture management, you can see upcoming, capture schedule, and plan schedule. Because we've got a lot of incoming orders now for tasking requests, let's go to plan schedule. Now, it's important to note here that Constellation orchestration is a machine learning algorithm that can automatically generate capture schedules for your constellation. It takes in all of the tasking requests coming in from customers for that day, scheduled to be captured that day, and it runs through hundreds of thousands of permutations to generate a highly optimized capture schedule for your constellation. Constellation orchestration can work with a single satellite. Constellation orchestration can work with a constellation of satellites. And as you can see here as well, constellation orchestration can also work across different constellations of satellites, generating highly optimized capture schedules. You can see here the AOI on the left in the name. you can see the percentage coverage of the area of interest here. So my faux orbit view order that I've just placed today is 100% scheduled. Some of the other AOIs, though, the Constellation orchestration machine learning algorithm has decided to only partially capture over that area of interest. You can also see the capture deadlines and the status as well. Now, if we go to the map view here and we zoom out, you can see all of the overpasses for all of the satellites that are in our constellation or virtual constellation. And you can start to visualize exactly how Constellation Orchestration has decided to optimize these satellites and sensors in orbit to capture imagery for customers. You can see here that this ground track over India, Constellation Orchestration has decided to schedule the satellite to capture imagery over both of these AOIs. But as you can see, it's a partial capture. With this satellite here, you can see that the ground track has made it roll very far forward and capture over this location. The whole idea is that Constellation Orchestration is designed to rapidly develop highly optimized capture schedules, saving time and reducing latency for customers. And here you can see my capture over Melbourne. The satellite has gone off nadir and captured the entirety of my area of interest. So as a planner, a scheduler in an operations team for a satellite operator, I can review this schedule, I can alter it if I want, or I can accept it. And today I'm going to accept it. By accepting this schedule, the schedule is then sent to the ground operations team via CSV file or API, where it can then be scheduled and uploaded as commands to the constellation of satellites. Now, let's go back and review some of the tasking requests as an administrator. Here, you can see the status of these requests and the amount scheduled. If I go back into my view over Melbourne and I look at schedule, you can see SkyScope 1 is going to capture my AOI at this time on this date with an off nadir angle of 20 degrees or negative 20 degrees. You can either edit this or delete it if you'd like as a planner. But let's switch to customer view. So let's go and view that tasking campaign I placed over Melbourne as a customer. You can see the faux orbit view here. We can go and view details. And you can see the area of interest and you can see the planned capture as a customer. Sales Engine and Constellation Orchestration are designed to provide satellite operators and their customers with a common operating picture that allows them to seamlessly task satellites and access archive data, as well as manage all of the incoming tasking requests. Thank you.